Good? All right, let's get started. All right, welcome everybody. Where should I look? Just here? Hello again. This is our second event of our monthly series where we are exploring and explaining, educating about the Kangen water. So if you've seen our first event or first video live stream, great. But this month we are focusing mainly on the Kangen water itself. So we're going to dive deeper into the properties of the water, the science behind the electrolyzed reduced water. That's, by the way, the scientific name for Kangen water, electrolyzed reduced water. So let me introduce myself again. My name is Dr. Dovlet Aga, and I will be the main presenter of today's presentation, explaining more about the Kangen water, its properties, so you can educate yourself. So this presentation is all about you, because we are so much distracted on day-to-day basis about other things that we cannot focus on ourselves. But today, just give me 1 hour, roughly 1 hour, and focus on yourself, because this video is about you, as we are made up of water. Now, let's get started. So I appreciate you for being here, because beautiful day, you could be anywhere, having a picnic in the park, but you decided to be here, educate yourself on the importance of healthy drinking water for your health and well-being, not only yours, as well as your family members. All right, so change your water by change your life by changing your water. There is a beautiful phrase that has been said by our founder, Mr. Oshiro. He said, the basis of vitality and long life is water. It's on. Okay. That's me. I already introduced myself. I'm also a university lecturer at the same time, and also entrepreneur, helping people to discover true health with the living water. Now, let me quickly go through the background of this water that we're going to talk about. This water is produced by this medically certified technology, and company behind this technology is based in Japan. Privately held company since 1974. So this year we're celebrating our 51 years anniversary. It's quite old company, I would say. So it's not 1 to 2 years old company. This company has been in the market, in Asian market, in Japanese market for over 51 years. In US market, in Western market, it has been for now is like 21 to 22 years. In Europe, we have been 17 years this year, I believe. Now, still, not many people know about this company, about this water. So today, please, throughout the presentation, keep your minds open, as we can only learn and absorb new knowledge when our mind is open. But if you keep saying water is water, I don't believe in any other water, how are you going to absorb a new knowledge? You won't be able. So that's why for you it's important to open your mind and allow the new knowledge to enter, so you can learn something new. The company also, company based in Japan, every single part of the device itself produced in our own factory in Japan, nothing is outsourced. That's why we are OEM, original equipment manufacturer. Every single part of the device is produced within our factory in Osaka, Japan. But the company is originated in Okinawa. It's a blue zone in Japan, island. We are also the member of the Water Quality Association, top industry leader in ionization, offices located all over the world. We've got offices in 47 locations in 26 countries. Now, member of the DSA, we are also member of the Direct Selling Association, but we won't be going into the business side of it today, only Kangen Water demonstration itself. More about the water, health properties, and hydration. Endorsed by Japanese Association of Preventative Medicine for Adult Diseases. Over 6,600 doctors endorse Enagic, Kangen Water. So the company called Enagic. This is the gold standard. We have received our Gold Seal Award from Water Quality Association. This is the only company in the world that has been awarded gold standard from Water Quality Association. So that sticker you see here, this sign, you can find it in this sticker. You won't find this in any other water ionizer in the world. Now, these are all certificates. If you would like to know more about these certificates, you can go to the original website, which is enagic.com, or you can go to enagiceu.com, and you can find all the certificates that we have received for the last 51 years. Let me go very quickly through the documentations at the bottom, from left to right. First one, as I explained, it's a gold standard quality water. Second one is here, as you can see, within the device itself. Third one is the DSA. We are the member of the Direct Selling Association. So our business model is the direct sales. Now, with patented business distribution model. Next one, we've got 3 ISOs. First one is the 901 ISO. It's the certificate for quality control. So every single Kangen device, when it's produced in our Japanese factory, goes through single Japanese engineer being tested and then only being distributed globally to our global offices. Every single Kangen device. Next one, ISO 1401. It's a certificate for environmentally friendly product. So this product is very eco-friendly. That's why you install it in your kitchen, straight to your kitchen tap. And it automatically transforms your tap water into healthy drinking, living, antioxidant-rich, alkalized, cellular hydrating water that I'm going to explain to you in a minute. And lastly, the main one, ISO 13485, is the medical certificate. So we have a right to produce and service devices for medical use. This is our medical certificate, ISO 13485 from Japan. Now, why am I emphasizing Japan? Because Japan is the most difficult country in the world for the product to be approved as a medical device. And we have it from Japan. It takes from 7 to 12 years for the product to be approved as a medical device. Just think about it. And we have it from Japan. It's not only the main power or point is, it's not only having these certificates, but it's also maintaining them for the last 51 years. That makes the company very powerful. What that means is the company maintains the quality of the product throughout 50 years, maintaining the quality. Now, let's continue. So, what's the vision of the Enagic? What's the vision of the Mr. Oshiro? So, Mr. Oshiro started this company in 1974 in a tiny island of Okinawa in Japan. So, his philosophy is sharing with compassion, sharing the water, sharing the knowledge, sharing the business opportunity with compassion, helping people. And that vision has 3 pillars based on health. First one is the physical health, which I'm going to show you now. Second one is the financial health. It's going to be in our next event. And if you would like to attend our next event, drop the message in the comments so we can invite you to our next event. And third one is peace of mind and happiness. I believe when you have a physical and financial health, peace of mind is the byproduct of it. Right? So, now, how it all began. Let's go back to the history of where the alkaline water originated, or hydrogen water is originated. So in 1950s, scientific research was conducted in several unique locations around the world. For thousands of years, these places have maintained legendary status as a natural source for miracle water. So there are areas in the world, we call it blue zones. They are located in northern Germany, Tlacote, Mexico, Lourdes, France, Delhi, India. So these areas, they have a source water. And they have a health benefits to the human body. That's why they have been named as a miracle water, because of their abilities to help the body to be healthy or to maintain the health it has. So it was discovered that the miracle healing water at all of these locations had one thing in common: an abundance of active hydrogen, which today is known as alkaline water. Now you may be saying now, alkaline water, my bottled water is also alkaline. So keep watching and I will explain to you the difference between alkaline water, which is bottled, and also alkalized water that they are talking about here, that has abundance of active hydrogen in it. Two different things, completely different things. Now, in 70s, Japanese scientists, they came up with this technology. After all the research has been done about the miracle waters, they came up with this technology that can mimic those naturally occurring healing waters in blue zones. And today, you can have it in your kitchen. And you can install it to your tap and straight away transform your tap into healthy drinking, alkalized, living Kangen water. This device produces 5 different types of water in total, and later on I will go deeper into each of them. But let me start with the drinking pH water, which ranges from 8.5 to 9.5. Now, before I do that, let's talk about the connection between human body and the water. Why water is so important, why it's worth talking about it, why it's worth doing the event on a monthly basis about the water. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, we are always busy looking after other things. So this presentation is about, I want to distract you from being too busy looking after other things and direct your attention to your own self, to your own health, to your own body. Human body is 70% water on average. At birth, we are around 90% water. At maturity, 70%. And at death, we are 50% water. So if you have a look at the screen here, every single organ is above 80% water. You can take a brain, 80.5% water. Liver, 86%. Blood, 90% water. What else? Health, 83% water. Lungs, 85%. Kidney, 82%. Muscle, 75% water. Have you ever seen fitness industries talking about importance of hydration and water? Maybe no. Skin, 70%. Eyes, 95%. Because no one is talking, no one is teaching us about the importance of drinking water. But not all water is created equal. And that's what I'm going to show you next. So, seeing these statistics, don't you think the drinking water is important to your body? Of course, yes. So, what are the properties of Kangen water? Kangen water is just a brand name. Kangen is a Japanese word translated to English. It means return to origin. And I'll explain to you what it exactly means in practice. Now, properties. So, first property is antioxidation. Second property is alkalinity. Third property is microclustering, which means cellular hydration or superior hydration. Now, let's break it down. These 3 properties combined makes this water, I would say, powerful or very beneficial to maintain your health in the body. Let's start with the antioxidation. What's the opposite of antioxidation? Opposite of antioxidation, it's oxidation. Let's discuss a little bit oxidation. You've got 3 pictures here. First one is the metals. In metals, oxidation, we call it rusting process. In the middle, we have fruits. We call it oxidation. When you take an apple, cut it into half, leave it for a while, it turns brown. That's the oxidation process. And third one, it's a human body. We call it aging process in the human body. Sickness. That leads to sickness. Now, how oxidation happens in the human body? It happens because of the free radicals. Free radicals, in other words, it's the chemical reaction where an atom, now here, let's have a read. Oxidation, a chemical reaction involving the loss of electrons or an increase in oxidation state. Oxidation reactions can produce free radicals. In turn, these radicals can start chain reactions. So when the atom is losing an electron, it goes and steals electron from another atom, and that creates a chain reaction. So that process we call free radicals. That causes aging and illness in the human body. Human body fights three main stresses. First one is the oxidative stress, second one is the acidic stress, and third one is the dehydration. So oxidative stress related diseases, as you can see here, we have cancer, we have diabetes, autism, Alzheimer's, all degenerative diseases, arthritis, fibromyalgia, gout, and Crohn's disease. Now, let's talk about antioxidation now. What are the antioxidants we consume on a, let's say, day-to-day basis? We have here green tea, right? Green tea is antioxidant. We have fruits here, vegetables, antioxidants. We have vitamin C, antioxidants. Now, what if our day-to-day drinking water can be rich in antioxidants? Every single day you drink water. Can you survive water? Maybe no. Maybe a few days. You can survive without food for a couple of weeks, but without water you cannot survive because you are made up of it. At cellular level, you are made up of water. Now, what is antioxidation? Antioxidants have abundance of electrons. That's why when you consume them, they donate electrons to the atoms that are missing electron that we talked just a few slides before. So this is our ORP chart. ORP stands for oxidation reduction potential. It's a potential to reduce the oxidation. So when you consume, let's say you consume vitamin C. Vitamin C has extra electrons that helps to donate to your body when you consume them. That helps to neutralize free radicals in your body. And also helps to reverse aging and aids healing. Now here we have positive ORP and then negative ORP. Positive ORP is oxidizing our body. They steal electrons from your body. And these are our bottled water, purified water, reverse osmosis, distilled water. We have soft and sports drinks as well as tap water. These drinks, beverages, oxidize our body because they have positive ORP. This positive and negative is the voltage in the water. So we're going to test the electrical charge or electrical energy in the water. If it has a positive number, we can measure it in millivolts. If it has a positive number, it's oxidizing our body. It steals electrons from our body. On the other side, you have a negative ORP. Negative ORP is good for us. It helps to neutralize free radicals in our body by donating electrons to your body, to your atoms that are missing electrons. We have here cod liver oil. I mentioned green tea, antioxidant, vitamin C, and we also have here Kangen water that reaches up to negative 300 to negative 400. Now, what are we going to do? Before we move on, we're going to test. So I have here very clever device. We call it ORP meter. This device will measure whether your water that you consume on a day-to-day basis, oxidizing your body, has a positive number, or antioxidant has a negative number, which is good for you. So before we do that, let's pour each drink to our glasses. This represents our soft drink family. Soft drinks, energy drinks, concentrated juices, I would say, also. So that's your first glass. It can be any soft drink. we can't show the label due to the policy. So sorry about that. But you already guessed, I believe, there by the bottle. So second one is your sparkling water. It can be any sparkling water, any brand, regardless whether it's in a glass or it's in a bottle. Sorry, plastic bottle or in a glass bottle. Third one is, maybe you're familiar with this water brand. So third glass represents any bottled water brand. Any bottled water brand. It can be glass bottle or it can be plastic bottle. It doesn't make any difference. So if you're paying a lot of money for different brand name, don't waste your money. I'll show you why. This is our tap water. We are located in Milton, Keynes at the moment, so UK. And lastly, we have Kangen water. This is empty bottle. What we're going to do, we're going to straight away get the Kangen water fresh from the device, because real alkalized water, we cannot store it for a long time. That's why this device straight away gives you fresh, antioxidant-rich, alkalized living water. So let's press on 9.5. Okay, that's 9.5. Let's run it. Here we go. Let's fill up our glass bottle, plastic bottle, BPA free. That's why you drink it always fresh, to benefit from the abundance of active hydrogen that those miracle waters have from blue zones. So this water also has abundance of active molecular hydrogen that serves as antioxidants to your body. This water should be enough for us. And let me also fill up straight away my glass as well that I'm going to test. We can stop it now. So now I've got here tap water. I'm going to neutralize the probe before I move on to the next drink to make it fair for the viewers. So we start with the soft drinks. Again, just to remind you, we're looking for the number with the negative sign. That means this water is high in antioxidants. If it's positive like this, it's oxidizing our body. So first drink is, we have soft drinks, our energy drinks. And the number on the screen shows positive 390, oxidizing our body. Bad for us, aging us. That's our soft drinks and energy drinks. Next glass represents our sparkling water. Positive 340, let's say. Oxidizing us, positive. Aging us, bad for us. Next one is our bottled water brands. Any bottled water brand. Positive 310. Let's say 300. Positive 300. Oxidizing us, aging us. Next one is your tap water. This is our tap water. Positive 298. Oxidizing us, aging us, positive. Lastly, we have Kangen water. Just pay attention and have a look how it goes to negative number, negative 300. It keeps going up and up and up and up. So it goes to negative 320. Negative number, as you can see here. This is the only water that shows the negative number. What does it mean is this water has abundance of antioxidants. This water has abundance of electrons that when you drink them, they serve just like vitamin C to your body, but few times more powerful than your vitamin C. Why am I saying that? Is because if we go back to the previous slide here, I showed this slide for a reason. If you can see here, one glass, just one glass of Kangen water has equal amounts of antioxidants to 30 glasses of green tea, 64 apples, 5 kg broccoli, 1 kg blueberries, just one glass. Imagine you drink every day, let's say 1.5 liters. Maybe it's going to be around 6-7 glasses. Let's say normally 8-9 glasses of water per day. Think about how much antioxidation you put into your body. Can you put 16 tablets of vitamin C every day to your body? Maybe no, right? You're going to start puking. So, but you can put 1 glass of Kangen water to your body. In fact, you put 6, 7, 8, 9 glasses of Kangen water every single day. Think about how much antioxidation you put into your body. And it's not only into your body, it goes directly to your cells. Directly to your cells, delivered, because it's the water. It penetrates through the cells of your body because it has a tiny molecular structure that I will explain to you on the third property in the microclustering part. Now, another thing is, I would like to recommend you one book here to read for you to educate yourself further. This book, it's called Healing is Voltage, written by Dr. Jerry Tennant. In this book, he says we maintain our health and heal primarily by making new cells. To make a new cell requires a voltage of negative 50 millivolts. So for your body to heal itself, in order for your body to make a new cells, it requires a negative 50 millivolt. This is the environment your body needs to be in order for your body to heal itself. Dr. Jerry Tennant. And he put here voltages in the body. So cell voltage, negative 50, making cells, condition. Negative 35, normal kids. Negative 25, normal adults. Negative 15, tired. Negative 10, sick. 0, polarity, positive 30 is cancer. Positive also related to the acidity. Now, every cell in our body is designed to run at negative 20 to negative 25 millivolts. Dr. Shade. Please read it, educate yourself, because education is very, very important. So in Japan, they call the water up to here as a dead water, and Kangen water as a living water because it is a life water due to its negative voltage in it. Now, that was the first property. Second property of the Kangen water is alkalinity. Understanding the pH. pH stands for potential of hydrogen, or per hydrogen. Now, pH ranges from 0 to 14. 7 is neutral. Below 7 is acidic. Above 7 is alkaline. It says here alkaline is health, acidity is sickness. Why it says that? Because disease thrives in acidic environment. And also, pH range, the logarithmic measure of the pH is 10 times in each stage. So 4.0 will be 10 times more acidic than 5.0. 100 times more acidic than 6.0. 1,000 times more acidic than 7.0. So it always increases tenfold between each pH. You may say between 4 pH and 5 pH, or only there is one number, maybe there's not much difference. It's 10 times the difference. It's 10 times. So now, as I mentioned, disease thrives in acidic environment. Health thrives in alkaline environment. Now, everything we consume these days is full of acid. Can we stop consuming acid? Maybe no. But can we neutralize it? Of course we can. So your body runs between 735 to 745 pH in order for it to be healthy. Every day your body fights to stay in balance, every single day. And after a while, it loses its power, loses its balance, because we put too much acidity and we're not detoxing, we're not neutralizing our acidity, so we end up losing the balance. And then acidity takes over alkalinity, and then that's when you start to have health issues in your body. Now, in the same way, the water that we consume on a day-to-day basis can be acidic or alkaline. It can contribute to the acidity in your body or alkalinity in your body. It is based on our choices. Now, what we're going to do, I have here pH tester. pH test liquid. This is red color dye. I am going to test our beverages that we consume on a day-to-day basis, and we're going to see whether they are acidic or alkaline. Now, if you remember, when we go to doctor asks for our urine or saliva to test whether we're sick or healthy using litmus color chart. In the same way, we can test our water. So there is an expression when people say water is water, right? Because as you can see here, they look all same. 5 different colors, no, 5 different glasses, different drinks, but the color is always same. That's why they say water is water. Now, when I saw this demonstration first time, I thought the presenter is a magician, as he put the same colored liquid into the glasses, but he created 5 different colors in the glasses. So I'm not a magician, just to let you know, few drops to each glass. We're going to find out, are they really the same as your eye meets? Few drops, few drops, few drops, few drops. Okay? Equal amounts of drops to each glass, and have a look. What's going on here? Have a look, what's going on here? Why there are so many different colors? Now you have 5 different colors. First one is your soft drinks, your energy drinks. Have a look at the pH, 4.5 pH. Would you like to give it to your body? Would you like to give it to your children? Maybe no, right? Maybe you didn't know that before. Now you know. Next one. This is your sparkling water, very, very acidic. Probably 5.0 pH, very, very acidic. You can also have a look under the stand. You can see the pH colors. Next one is our bottled water. It shows neutral color, 7.0. Why it shows neutral color? I would say is the 7 is neutral, a bit also alkaline. If you drinking bottled water and you have it next to you, just take it and have a look at the sticker outside of it. Read the ingredients. Why my water has ingredients? That should be your first question. Welcome. Second question is, why my water has sodium bicarbonate in it? Sodium bicarbonate, in other words, is a baking soda. When you add the baking soda to the water, it makes the water alkaline. It artificially raises the pH of it, so they can sell you as an alkaline bottled water. Now, little bit about the plastic bottle. So plastic bottled water, it's made from petrochemicals. When it's exposed to heat, it leaches microplastics into the water. So with every single plastic bottle that you consume, you're consuming microplastics. On top of it, this plastic has BPA, chemical BPA, bisphenol A, that causes cancer and other health issues in the human body. On top of that, the water inside this plastic is the dead water. We just measured the ORP of this water. It was showing positive over 300. That means this water is a dead water. There is no life in it. It causes oxidative stress. It's oxidizing the body, aging us, leads to sickness. Now, so this water is not neutral, is not alkaline. It's acidic water, because when the water has a positive voltage, as Dr. Jerry Tennant says, it cannot be alkaline. It shows here. There is a here chart table. It says here pH that has below 7, it's going to have a positive charge. That means it's automatically acidic. When you see the ORP property of the first property of the Kangen water, you don't even need to discuss or guess what's the pH of this water is going to be. It's already clear. If the water has a positive ORP, the water is going to be acidic automatically. If it has a negative ORP, it's going to be alkaline automatically. Now, next one. So this is also plastic pollution. They say we don't have a solution to the plastic problem, which is literally killing our environment, killing the humanity, landfills, marine life. It ends up in only 10% of plastic consumption being recycled. Only 10%. They say 10%. We don't know. So what's happening with the 90% of it? It ends up in landfills oceans, killing the fish, coral life, ends up in a third world country as if these people are not human. So we can solve this plastic pollution problem with this medical device. Imagine you help just one family to get rid of plastic bottle consumption. Just one family. How many bottles they are consuming on a yearly basis? And you help them to reduce that. Every year, they contribute to the solution. They cleaning the environment by not consuming plastic. Just think about it. Just helping one family of 3 or 4 people. Next one is your tap water. Beautiful. Alkaline, 8.5. Have a look. It shows 8.5 alkaline water. Most people don't drink tap water because they know it's full of chemicals, full of heavy metals, microplastics as well. What else? You can name it all day. There are so many chemicals in it. So tap water shows alkaline whenever you test it. Wherever you test it, it always shows alkaline because it's government regulated. It's mandatory to make it alkaline. So they inject into it a lot of chemicals, and one of the chemicals called lye, L-Y-E, to boost the alkalinity of it, because acidity rusts the pipes. So the question is, do they care about your pipes or their pipes? It's our responsibility, fortunately or unfortunately, to look after our own pipe here. So this is also acidic. It can be alkaline because of the positive ORP again, and also there is chlorine and fluoride. Adding chlorine and fluoride is enough to make this water automatically acidic. It acidifies the body. So this is not true. It's chemical change. And lastly, look at this beautiful 9.5 pH water. You can see on the screen. 9.5 alkalized living water. This is electrically changed alkaline water. Through the electrolysis process, we have here medical grade 8 titanium plates that serve as electrical conductors that electrically charge the water and divide the water into alkaline and acidic components. And you drink from the top alkaline hose. This is what the body needs. The difference between these and these two is, this is also alkaline they call, this is also alkaline they call. But the difference is, this is electrical change. There is no chemical addition to it to make it alkaline. This is electrically charged, changed, alkalized water. And these two is chemical changed. This is chemically changed. This is not healthy for your body in the long term, for gut health. Now, if you remember, I mentioned Kangen is Japanese word. In English, it means return to origin. What does return to origin means? It helps your body to return to balanced alkaline state, where your body is supposed to operate above 7 pH. This water doesn't heal anything, it doesn't cure anything. It helps your body to bring to balance, to alkaline state, because our body designed to heal itself. But it has to be in a natural, original state. Just like when we're born alkaline. So this water helps to neutralize acidity in your body and helps your body to bring to balance. Imagine every single glass represents your body. If you know someone who has a health issues, who is going through the sickness, maybe their body is too acidic. So how does this water contribute to that? Every glass represents your body. Now, have a look what happens. It helps to alkalize your body. Your bottled water brands, alkalize your body. Next one, sparkling water. It tries, but it goes back to the acidic state. Soft drinks, energy drinks, it cannot even try. That's how acidic these soft drinks are. Now, further, just to prove a point to you, imagine you started drinking this water now. You feel amazing, your body is alkalized, you feel good, full of energy, you start to exercise, jump around. Now, one day you decide, or your child says, can I have a sip of soft drink? Nothing is going to happen to my healthy body. Just a sip. Pay attention. You don't need to drink much. Just to prove a point how acidic these soft drinks are. Just a sip. Just a sip. If you think it's happening because of the color of this water, I can pour it from the bottle itself. Just have a look. Just a sip. You don't need much. Boom. It draws your body back to the acidic state. All the hard work is gone. Now, a couple of things to show you about bottled water, about tap water. Have a look at this. Maybe you cannot read it properly. Maybe you can. All these articles that coming out about potential health impact of microplastics you have in your bottled water. The Guardian, microplastics are, what does it say? Infiltrating brain tissue. Again, another news outlet about the dangers of the health effects of microplastics. Potential health impact of microplastics, and this is a journal article. Bisphenol A, I talked about the BPA in the plastic. Again, dangers of BPA to the health and what it can cause. Let's move on. This is what's happening with your tap water. Fluoride in the water. Health outcomes. Again, fluoride. How it affects. Lye is the chemical I told you they add to the tap water to boost the alkalinity of it. What it says here, lye, also known as sodium hydroxide, can be present in tap water in very small amount as part of the water treatment process. Again, they explain. The cancer risk for people who drink chlorinated water is 93% higher than those whose water doesn't contain chlorine. Just the chlorine alone. Now, there is another doctor. His name is Dr. Theodore Borudi. He's got a book called Alkalize or Die. In this book, he says all disease comes from the same root cause, too much acidity. So if you know someone who has health issues, maybe their body is too much acidic and you want to bring it to the alkaline state, whether through detoxing or whether through neutralizing it by drinking the good water. Effects of an acidic body in the human body. So all these health issues you see on the screen, because of your body may be too acidic. And I believe you know at least one person who has probably acid reflux, heart disease, obesity, eczema, mood disorders, diabetes, cancer, right? Kidney failure, constipation, no one talks about it. Very common health issue. Cholesterol, Alzheimer's, memory loss, allergies, high blood pressure, back pains. I used to suffer from back pain back in the days, right? So, science fact, not fiction. I would highly recommend you to read the books because we need to educate ourselves, especially when it comes to health. We are too busy looking after other things that we forget to look after our own health. Reverse aging, books recommended. Your body's many cries for water. Alkalize or Die, I just showed you. pH Miracle, I also have it here. Highly recommended. Without enough water, your body goes acidic, goes into fat storing from pH Miracle. All disease comes from the same root cause, too much acidity. You're not sick, you are thirsty. Don't treat your thirst with medication. Removing acidic waste is more effective than diet and exercise. That's how important to neutralize acidity in your body. Now, this was the second property of the Kangen water. So let me very quickly to clean here. If you have any questions so far, write it down or leave it in the comments. We can answer those comments later. Now, we don't need this. Let's focus on these 4 glasses. Why water is so important? Here's a little statistics. 1% water loss leads to dehydration. 2% water loss, thirsty. 10% water loss, hallucination. 12% water loss, death. So if you want to hallucinate, starve your body from water. Now, I don't recommend it, just a joke. So general recommendation is about at least 8 cups of water daily. For proper hydration, your daily water intake should be half of your body weight in ounces. Third and last, I would say the main property of Kangen water is microclustering. What does it mean? It means superior hydration and toxin elimination. So I didn't know that water can have a size. There is a size to water. Water can be big or small. Big water is our tap and bottled water. They have 15 to 20 molecules per cluster. Larger clusters limit absorption by the body. So when you drink tap bottled water, maybe you felt the bloating process, right? You feel bloated. And the water stays there for a while. On the other hand, we have Kangen water here. After going through electrolysis process, the water is reduced to 5 to 6 molecules per cluster. Microclusters allow greater penetration and easier absorption by the body. Your cells cannot receive the water if the water molecules are too big. It won't go into your cells. That's why after a while your body gets dehydrated, because you don't hydrate your body at cellular level. We need to hydrate it at cellular level. So how does Kangen water fit in the equation? Kangen water, due to the small molecules per cluster, it has an ability to hydrate you at cellular level. That's why you go through detox process first few days when you start drinking this water. Have you ever had that detox process when you drink tap water, bottled water? Never. Never, because they don't hydrate your body at cellular level. So what we're going to do, I'll show you a very little experiment with the green tea. I have here Yamamoto green tea. How do we normally make tea? What do? We boil the water. Yeah? We boil the water. We open the tea bag. The reason we boil it, because we want to drink hot tea, right? Second reason, when you boil the water, you break down the molecules of the water. So water becomes small. If you boil it too much, it can disappear by becoming steam. Did you have the experience in childhood? You boiled the egg, you forgot about it, you come back, you see the frying pan. No water. So that's how small it can get. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to make tea with cold water. This is your tap. This is your bottled water. Any tea? Maybe no. Let's put it to the second glass and pour Kangen water. Maybe you will start to see the signs of tea. Yeah? Can we? Yep, perfect. So, now, when I saw this first time, I said tea bag was wet from tap water. That's why it makes it. So we put it to the third glass. Again, we pour tap water. Any tea? Probably not, unless you dip it a few times in it. So you can see a little bit signs of green tea. Okay, fair. We put it again. You will see instant green tea from Kangen water. Instant green tea. So have a look at the difference between these two. Yeah, can you see the difference? So what does it mean? It means you need to think tea bag in terms of your body. So when you drink Kangen water, it helps your body to absorb the water cellularly. So it helps to hydrate your body at cellular level. That's why you go through the detox process. And you go through the cellular hydration. So if you want to have a green tea party, just buy one tea bag and make 32 glasses from each tea bag. You just use Kangen water. So you end up saving a lot of money and end up hydrating people with antioxidant green tea. So now, at the end of the day, jokes aside, is not about how much water you drink. Some people say, I drink 2 liters of bottled water every day. It's not about how much water you drink. It's about the quality of the water you drink. Because what's the point of it? You drink it, you bloat it, and you pass it out. It doesn't hydrate you. You need to drink the right water so you can get hydrated at cellular level. Now, I could show you one more experiment very quickly. Let me do that. So here you have 2 glasses. It's 2 glasses. Just to prove a point, I guess, one more time. So this is your, let's put few drops to each glass. Imagine these are your vitamins, minerals, or supplements that you consume. Few drops to each glass. And you consume your vitamins, supplements with tap of bottled water. What happens? It dilutes. You don't receive the nutrients from those supplements when you drink it with the tap water. However, when you consume it with the right water, you will end up receiving all the nutrients that these supplements, your vitamins, has to offer. You see, from few drops, it made a green tea for you. Does that make sense? It dilutes, you don't receive. You're wasting your investment into the supplements. But when you consume it with the water, with the right water, you get all the nutrients and you receive it to your body, to your cells. Same thing happens when you cook. You cook with the tap water. You put all the chemicals from tap water into your food. What if you, from today, cook with the Kangen water? Maybe you don't have to put too much ingredient into it to make your food delicious. Maybe you just need to change the water, right? So far I have explained to you only the drinking water that this device produces. Apart from this, Kangen water, Kangen device, I would say, Kangen device produces, let's go to slides. Now, here we go. Dr. Victor Rios, PhD, biological chemistry, MIT, he said body's absorption, filter, bottled water, 15 to 20%. Kangen water, 85 to 95% absorption. That's why Kangen water is hydrating you 6 times better than any tap or bottled water. That's the reason you go through the detox process. Let's play very quick video. How structured water, just glass of structured water, affects your blood. Good? All right, let's play it. Pattern interrupt happens. Pay attention. Maybe we can play it from there. Yep.
Let us see how this type of water affects human blood. The doctor is drawing blood from a patient's finger. Using a special microscope, we shall be able to see the condition of her body from this drop.
These are red blood cells, and they've lost their electrical charge, so they're all stuck together in a formation called a rouleau. Here's a huge symplast. Symplasts are associated with heart disease and arthritis and lung disease and many other conditions that could be coming in the future.
The doctor asks the patient to drink a small amount of structured water. After 12 minutes, the doctor again draws blood from the patient and studies it.
So you can see that the cells then become buoyant, they become slippery, and they have their electrical charge, so they repel each other. That allows them to carry oxygen, and it means that we're changing the pH of the blood back to an aerobic environment rather than an anaerobic environment. I think that's utterly amazing that just drinking water could do that.
This is only after 12 minutes, just a glass of structured water. just 12 minutes later. Now, so far, I've just explained to you pH, Kangen water pH, drinking water, 8.5 to 9.5. Why we have 3 different buttons in the machine for drinking water. So first week, you start with 8.5 because your body goes through detox process. So you want to detox slowly. So you start 1 week with 8.5, and then second week, you move to 9.0. Third week onwards, you start using 9.5 pH water and onwards. So this device speaks 8 languages, so if you feel bored sometimes, you can come and speak to the machine. It speaks to you, so don't feel lonely. Now, next, let me show you what other types of water that this device produces. Next one is your Kangen water pH 11.5. It's used for cleaning of fruits and vegetables, as well as it has an ability to emulsify oil. Now, what we're going to do, if your friend invited you for lunch, this is your lunch. So we're going to cook. So we're going to, I've got here a couple of glasses. I'm going to demonstrate to you by washing these cherry tomatoes. I have a question for you. How do we normally wash our fruits and vegetables? Tap water. Yes, of course. So we normally wash under tap water. Do we really clean them under tap water? Or we think we're clean? We think we're cleaning it, right? Maybe we remove the dust and all this stuff. 4, 5, 6. Let's make it fair. Okay. Okay, let's wash everything. 2, 1. There we go. Now, thank you. So what we're going to do, first one we're going to wash with tap water, as we normally do. Second one is we're going to do with 11.5, strong Kangen water. This is our strong Kangen water. There we go. Let's quickly flush them. Okay. Normally you soak them around 10-15 minutes, but I will show you how powerful this 11.5 even within few minutes after washing. This is your tap water. Right? There we go. All right. Now, let them soak. Let them soak. Better. Let them soak. So, while it's soaking, let me explain to you the other types of water that this device produces. And I'll get back to our lunch. Now, let's move. Why is it not moving? Okay. I think screen also hungry, you know. Doesn't want to move. Now, let's move on to, I've just demonstrated to you 3 properties of Kangen drinking water. So you can use this drinking water for drinking, of course, food preparation, coffee and tea. Have you ever thought about alkaline coffee? Yeah, normally you drink it with the boiled tap water, right? Try it with the boiled alkaline Kangen water and see if you feel a difference. I believe you do. Cooking. Cook with Kangen water. Remove the chemicals from your water. Cook with the clean water so you can have a clean food. Plants. you can water your plants as well. Plants, also like human beings, living organisms, they also would like to have a clean water. That's your drinking water. Next water. When you press green button, it produces clean water. If you have a baby, it's perfect for the baby. Free of chlorine, rust and cloudiness, neutral water is delicious drinking water. Usage. Preparing baby food. You can make a baby food because the pH 7 is a neutral pH in a pH measure. That's why it's green color. So it's not ionized. It's just a clean, neutral pH water. And also, you can use it for medication because it's not recommended to drink Kangen water with the medication. If you want to drink medication, use clean water pH 7, which is neutral. And then we have beauty water, ladies. Pay attention. So when you press beauty water button, it's literally called beauty water. So it's pH between 4.6 here, 4.6. It has the same pH as your skin. So you can use it as a face toner. Eco-friendly, chemical-free, unlimited face toner from your Kangen machine. Unlimited, just from a touch of a button. It says not for drinking, but even if you drink accidentally, nothing is going to happen. So, slightly acidic water is recognized for its stringent effects. It's terrific to use for gentle cleaning and beauty care, face wash, hair care, pet care, polishing, cleaning, and preserving frozen food. Face wash. As I said, it has the same pH as your skin. So when you start using it, you can fill up your spray bottle and literally spray it to your face. Make sure you remove your glasses if you have glasses. Otherwise, it's going to be raining. Now, you can use it to spray it to your face, and then after a while, your face starts to glow because it hydrates your skin. Your face is like literally drinking it when you spray it. Hair care. If you would like to have a live, fluffy, how they call it, hair, use it as a hair conditioner, the beauty water. After you wash your hair, use it as a hair conditioner. It's going to give you very vibrant effect to your hair, as you can see on mine. So, polishing. You can use it for cleaning, frozen food, for pets. A lot of benefits. Just one device, guys. Just one device. So many uses. You may say it's only 5 pH water, but you can use it in 100 ways, 100 different ways to bring your body and environment to the eco-friendly living. Lastly, we have strong acidic water, pH 2.7, 2.5. Strong acidic water. This is very acidic, so you normally use it. You can use it for, it says here, this water has cleansing properties to clean kitchen utensils, countertops, and more to prevent cross-contamination. So you can use it for hygiene purposes, commercial, as well as cleaning and reducing germs. You can use it in a bathroom to sterilize your equipment in the bathroom, toothbrushes and everything. So it's also, again, eco-friendly. You can use it as a hand sanitizer. You can fill up small spray bottle like this, and you can literally use it as a hand sanitizer. It kills 99.9% of bacteria within 30 seconds, bacteria and germs. And again, it's eco-friendly. It doesn't have alcohol. It's not full of chemicals in it that would harm you. Even if you have a child or yourself, if you drink it accidentally, nothing is going to happen to your health. That's how eco-friendly this water is. Now, when you press acidic button here, from bottom hose you get 2.5 pH water. From top hose, at the same time, you get 11.5 pH water for washing your fruits and vegetables, as well as cleaning, stain removal, dishes, because it can serve as a bleach, I would say. You can use it for cleaning. Now, I've showed you so far, I showed you so far all the pH water that this device produces. Now, let's get back to our lunch. This is our cherry tomatoes. It's been maybe 5 minutes that I've explained to you everything. So now what we're going to do, let's pour to each glass. Let's see what this water has cleaned out. And this is our Kangen water, 11.5. Can you see the difference, guys? Yeah, you can see on the screen. Look at this. This is not green tea. These are the pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, that they spray, all the chemicals that they spray in our fruits and vegetables that harms the human body. Pesticides are very, very unhealthy to the human body. That causes a lot of health issues, including cancer. And the worst thing about pesticides is you cannot taste them, you cannot smell them, you cannot see them, but we consume them on a day-to-day basis. Have a look at the screen. If it's not safe to breathe, how can it be safe to eat? Look at their uniform. There is no single exposure in their body that would expose them to the pesticides when they spray it. But we don't mind putting it into our body. We're literally eating them. If it's not safe to be around them, how can it be safe to eat? So what we're going to do now, we're going to try these cherry tomatoes. I would like you to try and see the taste difference. This is washed with 11.5. This is washed with tap water. So take one. You can have more after. Put everything in your mouth, please. Otherwise, you will end up damaging your clothes. Ladies? Yes? Yes. Here we go. Pleasure. Here we go. Please have it. Enjoy it. Prosecco is on the way. So this is, so you tried now 11.5. Finish it, and now you try the one washed with the tap water. Thank you so much. Please. See the difference. Thank you. Now I would like to get your comments on what you think about first one first, and then comments about second one you had. First one was the 11.5 without pesticides, and second one is doesn't look like it removed anything, maybe dust. Please give me your comments about first one.
Okay, so basically it has more tomato taste.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it, but there is a difference. I mean,
Tomato taste.
tomato.
You really feel the vegetable.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Miss?
I can feel the chemicals from the tap water. I can feel that the pesticides. Like
What do you feel from 11.5?
it feels the real, like it's like growing it in your garden.
Okay, thank you.
It's not the same.
Anna? First one, how was the taste of the first one? No, if there is no difference, you can say there is no difference. It's okay. I won't put gun on your head and say, tell me the difference. No difference? It's okay, it's okay. Thank you. You need to be honest. Thanks for being honest. Miss, go ahead. Sarah?
I feel like it was fresh and crunchier.
Yeah,
There's a bite to it.
yeah. And tap water one?
Bit soggy. It's a bit soggier than the first one.
Okay. So I've done demo a lot. Main comments I get about this one is fresh. I want another one. Tasty, delicious. It feels like from the garden, from grandma's or grandpa's garden. You feel like you're having a tomato, And second one, when they taste the tap water, even their face changes when they have a bite. Because of the outside covering, they don't feel it, their teeth go strange, and then after they eat, they're like, oh, I don't really feel it, I don't want to eat it. Maybe that's why most children, they don't like eating vegetables or maybe cherry tomatoes, because maybe they don't like what's on them rather than the vegetable itself. So if you have children, you can test on them, because probably their taste bud is a bit stronger than the adults. I'm not sure, but you can taste it. So, but have a look. Why these green things didn't come up here? That's the main question. Why the pesticides didn't come up here, come out from the tap water? Because tap water, bottled water cannot remove pesticides, because pesticides are oil-based. So water and oil, they don't mix. When you mix it together, they separate. But Kangen water 11.5, it has an ability to emulsify oil. That's why it can remove pesticides from your fruits and vegetables. That's the main reason. That's why you can use 11.5, fill up this spray, and use it for cleaning. You can clean your kitchen, stove, oven. It removes the oil, the grease. That's how powerful 11.5 is. Now, I think we're done. So if we go back to the slides, my question is, do you see the value in the device? Although you're late a bit, you've seen the presentation itself. What value would you put to this device? What value would you put to this device? Knowing what it does based on what you saw.
So basically, number one, it's good for our health. From my perspective, I think it's great. I think it's great.
Yeah. You can watch the replay, so you can understand more about the properties of the water, unless you saw it before, the full demonstration, because you missed half of it. So now we have a couple of options when it comes to product-wise. This is the K8 model. This is the one I use as well. We also have other two more models. They're a bit lower in terms of the plate numbers, as well as the model-wise, the look of it. And we also have other products that may interest you. The bottom left is the Ukon, is our turmeric product. It's 100% organic, comes from Japan. Rich soil, 100% organic, no chemicals involved. It's grown with Kangen water, cleaned with Kangen water, so that's why it's 100% organic. We also have a device called M-Guard, second in the bottom, middle one. It helps to remove or harmonize the environment in your household. It helps to protect you from electromagnetic frequency radiation that comes out of your phones, laptops, Wi-Fi, microwave, TVs, smart hoovers, smart fridges. So this device is pretty new in our company. They just launched it maybe a few years ago. And it helps to neutralize your environment and helps to harmonize it and protect you from EMF radiation. And also we have a shower unit. If you say, my tap water is bad, it affects my health, it affects my scalp or hair, you can invest in your shower unit. This is like a Japanese hot spring in your house. It helps to remineralize, ionize your water, as it has inside stones and minerals taken from Japan. And it helps to make your water good for your health, for your hair, overall for your skin as well. So easy financing available. You can finance it. You don't have to invest all at once. You can finance it up to 16 months. We have a financing option. So this is your down payment today. This is in euros. In pounds, it's going to be even lower. And also you can do monthly, the remaining balance. This is your down payment. This is your monthly installment And then after, let's say 10 months or 16 months, your device is yours for the rest of your life. This Kangen device lasts more than 30 years, from 25 to 40 years. So you're investing in very long-term product. So most people find it like a little bit pricey in terms of like the fee of it. But if you divide the price of Kangen machine just for 10 to 15 years, it comes down to pennies, maybe 50p per day. How much you spend on a coffee on day-to-day basis? How much you spend on a bottled water in 10 years or in 15 years? Average family spends price of 2 Kangen machines on bottled water within 10 years or something like that. 10 years, yeah. But this device lasts you 20 to 30 to 40 years. Think about how much money you save in long term. When it comes to health, when it comes to investing health, we always need to think long term. Because your health, you're living every day. You're not going to live tomorrow, right? You're living every day. You're not dying tomorrow. Although we don't know, but still, we can't be pessimists like that. So we're going to live long, and you need to think long term when it comes to health. So be a distributor, not a contributor. Bottled water equals to toxic BPA leached water, aka environmental disaster. Why ionized water cannot be sold in stores? The antioxidant, electrical charge, and microclustering wears off after 48 hours. Alkaline wears off after 5 days. To maximize your results and benefits, drink Kangen water fresh from your machine every single day. That's why it's important to drink it fresh. This is the basic calculations, how much it's going to cost you, the bottled water, the Kangen machine. You're going to save a lot of money long term, but you need to see it as a long-term investment, because if you look after it, it will last you for 30 years, 40 years, as well as looking after you as well. So I think we're done. This is how it works internally. We're done. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Would you like some more? 11.5.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Change your water, change your life. Invest in your health.